We can fly towards the sun if you want.
No, this is fine. Just try and fly level, that's all you need to do right now.
Alright. Good. I used the horizon as a reference, but it's so blurry up there.
You should warn me if you turn or something.
Yep. You going to shoot my wings off again at some point?
No, not gonna do that. This time. We'll just do a formation flight. Nice and...
I did a pretty cool job of killing myself last time anyway, with my sea burial.
Yeah, you got too slow. You need to watch your airspeed. You want to stay at 120 miles per hour airspeed on the approach. This is really... I like formation flying, it's relaxing for me.
The relaxing stress of trying to fly without killing the lead.
Yeah, it's just nice. It's like a concentration, it's a concentration thing. You need a certain mindset to do it, but... And it requires quite a bit of skill. But not that much. I mean, you need to be patient to learn that stuff. It's not for everyone, but... And I'm not by no means perfect at it, so...
Alright, I'm not a very good lead.
Well, I think you would be worse off on the wing.
I have no doubt I would be.
Like, I learned formation flying basically by doing aerial refueling. That's how I became sufficient at it. Like, I'm alright. I'm not great. Like, if I fly on the virtual aerobatic server, those guys are insanely good. That's like... I'll never be at that level, I guess.
Yeah, but they train all the time.
Yeah. And they train on the server so you can watch them fly, which is pretty amazing. It's a public server without a password. You can go anytime you want.
Do they get trolled heaps though?
Sorry?
I imagine they'd get trolled a fair bit by people.
Well, no. There are admins on, and the flight sim community is a nice bunch of guys, mostly older people, so that doesn't generally happen.
That's cool. Sorry, just turning left now.
Yep. Just warn me beforehand. Don't just turn. It's not bad if you do a light turn. But
right, and just stay straight for a while.
basically, if I'm that close on your wing, you need to tell me beforehand. Especially if you turn right. Left hand, that's okay. But
that slow moving to the right wasn't my doing. I don't know.
no, that was left just now, so no problem.
Oh, no, I mean after that my plane started to roll a bit to the right. It's alright, it wasn't, I don't think it's the fuel tanks being unbalanced, especially because I'm using the right.
No, you need to keep an eye on the ball to keep your rudder centered. Do you want to try landing?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep flying. We can circle the airfield for a bit. I will talk you through it. So
That's okay.
first, you know, we're flying at the moment at about 300 miles per hour airspeed indicated. So what we want to do is you want to increase RPM to 2700. Tell me when you're at that.
Alright.
RPM to 2700.
Should I put my manifold pressure up?
Nope.
Alright, I'm at 2700.
Okay, and now you should drop your manifold pressure to get down to about 200 miles per hour indicated. And you can deploy one stage of flaps. See that? How fast you're losing speed?
Yep.
Try and keep the altitude at the moment. I climbed out of you, so I didn't crash into you. That's why I'm bad at this stuff still. So normally I would have just watched you and counted for you dropping speed. So now you want to keep that speed at about 200. Don't get slower.
I'm at 225 at the moment.
Yeah, that's fine.
You sure? I can go a little bit lower if you want.
Yeah, to get to about 200 and stay there, I guess. We need to climb a little bit. You're too low. We want to be at about 1,000 feet.
Alright. I'm at about 195 miles per hour, so just
Yeah,
giving
keep
it a
that.
bit more.
Maybe you need to increase power a little bit, and you want to climb 500 feet basically. We're too low.
Alright.
So you need to increase power a little bit to climb. Just keep the speed at 200 miles per hour, roughly.
Yeah, at that 200 miles per hour.
So one stage of flaps is down, right?
Yep, now it is.
Okay, cool. So now we overfly the airfield. You don't really need to deploy one stage of flaps, but when I fly fast, I always do that to bleed off speed quickly.
Wait, so where do I see my height in feet?
Below the speed airspeed indicator.
Yeah.
We are still a little bit too low, about 200 feet, 100 feet, 50 feet. Yeah, now we can keep that out. Stay at that altitude right now. This is fine. Just stay level. So then we overfly the airfield.
That was...
That's a little bit ahead still.
Yeah.
Just turn right a little bit.
I'm going to aim towards that the very faint hills in the distance, the ones beyond the, like where the mountain range on the left sort of dips away, and then there's the one on the right and then there's the one in the middle of the way off in the distance.
Yeah, we still have a few miles to go to the airfield, so just try and stay level. Keep the speed at this. It's cold outside, so
we need to snuggle close and keep warm. With the wreckage of our planes burning to...
Yeah, I will land after you, so I will probably not land with you.
You can land first if you want.
No, I will be on your wing during the landing to observe what you're doing. So I can tell you when you get too slow or something.
Alright.
Yeah, but you're doing a good job staying at the 200 miles per hour. Very nice.
Yeah, I've got my hand off the throttle at the moment. It's fixed on that spot for it.
Yeah, that's another thing you can't do as a wingman.
Leave it sitting on the one spot.
Yeah. Because you can't fly at the same speed without touching the throttle. That's just not possible. Like it needs corrections. Always corrections to stay the same speed. You can't really stay in formation. You need to stay like
turning right on it.
Yep. Okay, go. I screwed up a little bit there, but whatever.
Yeah, sorry, I'm not very good at making the smooth turn at sort of stuff.
No, that was mainly me being terrible. Okay. Just we're a little bit too high, but that doesn't matter really. Stay at this altitude roughly.
I just started descending a little bit. I'll smooth out again.
Want to stay at the 1,000 feet, but it's okay.
What are we at the moment? 1,400 or something?
Yeah.
Go up. There.
It's not easy to keep the Mustang level at all times. In the Ep.1 it's pretty easy, but not in this one.
Hit autopilot and then bam.
Well, even without autopilot it's easier in the Ep.1. Okay, you wanna fly a little more to the right, I think.
Yeah, we're flying perpendicular to the runway.
Yeah. We want to come down runway 31, fly over the runway, turn back to 13, and then fly about a few miles out over the water and land. We'll keep the airspeed at about 200 until we're parallel to the runway. Then we can start dropping speed to about 150, 160. Put gear down, flaps still fall down. Make our last turn where we need to increase power. Stay at about 130 miles per hour on the final.
I'll begin heading out to sea now.
Oh no, we will fly over the airport.
It's just to the left of us at about 10
Yeah,
o'clock.
we will fly along the runway at 1,000 feet roughly. So we are now at 1,400.
Dropping a bit.
Yeah, that's enough. guess. Yeah, that's fine. We don't need to be exact about it. Just, I mean, it's not real life or something. I always say, some say, well, it's not a game, it's a simulator. I say, yeah, it is a simulator, but it is still a game. It's an entertainment product, and it's supposed to be fun. And, okay, turn over to the runway. We need to fly over to the runway. We're overshooting a little bit, so we need to turn back. You're dropping a little bit.
No, I'm still at 1,200.
Yeah, okay.
No, 1,100. Okay. But my thing
we need to fly over the runway.
Along it?
Yeah, along the runway. Above it. So, I didn't watch the runway, I should have told you earlier, but more to the left, more to the left. We want to be direct, or it doesn't matter, just look that we turn at the end of the runway and then fly parallel to the runway, out to the sea again.
Right, so I turn right and then just fly out to sea.
Left.
Left. Alright, well I'm going to start turning out now.
At the end of the runway, basically.
I think I'm up.
Yeah, you can start turning, I guess. And then when we are parallel, like, we can start flaps to 2, speed down to 150, 160, gear down, flaps 4, and then like when we are out on the sea, line up with the runway and
whoops. Right, flaps down again to 2.
Yeah, we are a little bit fast for
right, so 160.
Yeah, about 160. I think 170 is gear down. Yeah, 176. Oops, where are you? I lost you there. Can put the gear down now. And then we'd put flaps 4. We can start descending right now, slowly.
Right, at about 160.
Yeah, slow down still. Can put flaps to full if you don't have them already there.
They are, I think.
Okay, try and stay above 130 during the turn.
Yeah, I'm at 140 at the moment.
Yeah, try and line up with the runway now. You might need to add a little bit of power during the turn.
I'm at 145.
Ah, that's fine. You can still drop a little bit of speed. We are a little bit too low right now, so you might want to think about leveling up for a bit. But this doesn't look too bad. Okay, you need to get a little bit slower. Like lose some speed. Not much.
I'm at about 100 at the moment.
What? That's not what my speedometer says. Well, we're lined up pretty good. You want to be at 120 on the approach. You're a bit too fast.
It says that I'm at like 80 or something.
Okay, then your pitot tube is frozen. Fuck.
Right, it's okay, oh.
You are too fast, way too fast to land right now.
Look, I'll be chilled.
Well, try it. You can just try it. Level off, glide above the runway until you touch down. I'm just gonna land behind you now.
You sure?
Yep. I'll be on the left side.
Shit, hold on. Well, I'll be on the very left side.
Did I say right?
No, but I left the runway. Whoops. Good news.
Oh. Well, it was a nice flight until the landing, but whatever.
Keep warm with my remains. Make sure that my fireplace wasn't placed in vain. Yeah, like my plane just started to go left, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, the rudder. You need like the rudder is kind of
Put a right trim there.
violent. You need to anticipate the movement of the plane on landing. It's one of the hardest things to do apart from formation flying. I will post the video in a bit. Should be up in a few minutes then.
Yeah.
After this. Okay, nice flight.
Yes.
I just turn off the runway here. And turn the engine off.